No topic has aroused more interest among farmers in recent years than the new practice of baling silage. The successful season of 1954 led thousands of farmers to adopt this practice in 1955. There were many problems to be overcome before a successful technique could be evolved. But today, the new method has many adherents and is fast earning more. The changes to the machine were few and simple. A 30-inch bale of green stuff is too heavy for manhandling, so the machine had to be altered to produce a smaller bale. This trip mechanism is normally set to separate and tie a bale of 30 to 36 inches. By changing the single trip arm to one with an extra extension, the machine will make 2 bales instead of 1 for every complete revolution of the metering wheel. Your bale can now be made the convenient size of 14 by 18 by 15 inches. The auger of the B45 baler is designed to float up and down on the crop brought to it by the pickup cylinder. This feature has the advantage of being selective when dealing with unfit hay. It is obvious, therefore, that it will not function successfully with green and wet material without modification. For the silage operation, a coil spring is fitted between the auger arm and the pickup side sheet. This makes the down pressure of the feed auger just twice as aggressive and ensures constant feed with any green crop suitable for baling. The modification is completed by fitting a bottom plate to the bale chamber. This is only essential when the material to be ensiled is very short, and it serves to prevent the bale from sagging while it is being formed. The complete package of parts is inexpensive and easy to fit, and the necessary instructions are enclosed with each kit. No special field operations are required to prepare the crop, but it is advisable to fit an inner swath board to the mower. This ensures a neat, compact windrow, easy to follow and easy to pick up with the baler. This is particularly true when harvesting a heavy or long-stemmed crop. This field of ryegrass and clover will yield perhaps 7 tons to the acre, and the baler is making an easy job of it. It's packaging protein, the new easy way of handling crops into and out of the silage pit. Look at this bale and think of all the advantages that are wrapped up in it. The material is already compressed nearly as far as it can be. It will need little rolling by the tractor to obtain the necessary compaction in the pit. Each bale is pre-sliced, a ready-made snack for Daisy or Buttercup. And when it is made silage, the slices will still be there, and just as easy to separate from the rest of the bale. The bale counter on the B45 gives you another clear advantage. By keeping a tally of the bales made, and by weighing sample bales now and again, it is easy to calculate the contents of your silage pit. By the original loose silage method, it is anyone's guess what is in the larder. When it comes to carting your green crop to the pit, just think of the enormous increase in trailer loading. Loose green stuff has a far greater bulk and will cost you more in fuel and manpower. Layering the bales is a simple process and one it pays to do well. Remember that your material is already compacted nearly as much as is necessary, so that good packing means good silage with little or no wastage. The strings are left in place. They will be useful later on. Remember to have the ties running across and build towards the open end, one layer at a time. Rolling with a tractor need not be frequent or prolonged. It is usually sufficient to roll each day's carting the following morning when the bales will have settled into place. Here we can leave the silage making process. For the means of sealing the pit, the question of whether or not to use molasses, and the routine of testing temperature are part and parcel of normal good silage husbandry. The greatest boon of baled silage is to be found in the winter months. It's goodbye to the hay knife. Hound Hill Farm in Yorkshire has come to resemble a tourist centre. So many farmers have called to inspect the end product of the new technique in the silage pits. The ease with which the cowmen remove these bales contrasts very favourably with the usual hard struggle with a hay knife. It takes only a minute or so to fill this 1,500 weight hand barrow, a load which can be handled easily by one man on a level track. These men regularly complete in less than 10 minutes a chore that usually requires a tractor and trailer and much hard manual labour. The same hand barrow is wheeled direct into the cowhouse, and the bales are easily divided into separate rations. Individual weighing of each portion can be eliminated as the bales are of known approximate weights. Occasional checks on bale weight can be made to ensure that balanced scientific feeding is being maintained, but usually it is possible to divide one bale evenly between two cows. Farmers in Great Britain and in many other countries are fortunate that this new time-saving technique is based on machines already widely in use. Over 20,000 pickup balers are used in Great Britain alone, and more are going out to the farms every day. The pickup baler can now be used for hay, straw and silage, thus having a wider range of tasks on almost every farm and ensuring more fully economic employment on even small acreages. The development of this technique will leave the farmer less at the mercy of our undependable weather and will also leave him free to change his cropping plans with fewer complications over his essential machinery. Silage baling is the new form of packaged protein, packaged from field to consumer. Most farmers who have tried this new system are determined to continue to bale their green crops. They like it, and so do the cows.